Yo.
AM 1570 WBGX Harvey, Chicago. AM 1570 WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
WIFTBPM.
What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people. For the black people, for the black people, for the black people, for the black people. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people, 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 for the black people. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people, for the black people, for the black people.
AM 1570, WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
Hey y'all, this is Salim Muwakil from Muwakil's World. In case you missed the last discussion, this is what you missed.
There was a time when a large-scale mythology that African people had no endurance. We were only good for sprinting.
Right.
And that was our forte. Other than that, we were useless in marathons. Establishing your patrimony on the land. If you bury the dead, that means that this land is forever in your family.
Who are our ancestors, really? We are the living ancestors to a whole genealogical line going back hundreds of thousands, millions of years that we carry within us living today. Everyone who preceded us. Mm-hmm. However, that conception took place, whether it was violently, with rape, or whatever the case, but we are them living today.
That's why it's important to understand our capacity, man. Our capacity is unlimited. We have unlimited potential.
Absolutely.
So make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1 p.m. on What's in It for the Black People Media.
What's up, good people? This is Herb Howard, one half of I Said What I Said. Make sure you tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 1 to 3 p.m. right here on What's in It for the Black People Media. It is intellectual thuggery at its finest. The Blackest Conversation, Herb Howard, Tucson Warner, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday right here on What's in It for the Black People Media, 1 to 3 p.m.
Shop at Black-owned and operated Solo Beauty, where you are appreciated and respected. Located at 8158 South Cottage Grove, Solo Beauty can supply all of your black hair care needs. Solo Beauty is open from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m., Tuesday through Saturday.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson, and I'm running for U.S. Senator for the state of Illinois. I will never give up on inclusion and equality, prison reform, reduce property taxes, and economic opportunity for all. I want to get to know your neighborhood and the problem that you face every day. And I want to serve every man, woman, and child in the state of Illinois. A vote for me is a vote for you.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
You are listening to the most dangerous show in the morning. This is What's in It for the Black People Radio. Maze Jackson, the most vociferous advocate for black people in the world.
What's in it for the black people? Cause economically we are not equal. Waking up to lies, can't doze no more. I told y'all this, that dangerous show. Don't go to church if you ain't trying to help us. Don't even try to be around and can't protect us. We see the lies of the politicians. We need money, no symbolism. It's Maze and Sonia and Ruthie and Todd explaining how we all come from God, giving us tools to beat the odds. If we're united, our movement gon' start. They ain't tryna help us, they ain't tryna do nothing. We gotta do something, we gotta stop running. It's time to confront the problem. Really, you expect your oppressor to solve them.
What's in it for the black people? All the lies we didn't heard
Wake up, world. This is the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd Stroger. Todd, how you feeling this morning?
Oh, man, I'm feeling good, Listened to a little David Letterman this morning with his guest, Kim Kardashian. That was pretty interesting.
Kim Kardashian.
West. I'm
West.
sorry.
Did they talk? What did they talk? Did they talk about? You know what? Did they talk? I heard that was an interesting interview. What did you think about it?
First, they talked about her being in quote unquote law school.
Why do you call it quote unquote law school? She's been pretty effective.
Well, because it's going back to the days before you had to go to an accredited law school and go to class. Now it's she's doing it like as she put Abraham Lincoln did. You go to a law office and you kind of learn there. And then you still have to take tests and such, but it was interesting. And then she talked about herself and her Instagram account and how she has 160 million people.
Man, and how she is become
she makes more on Instagram than on the TV show.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
She said one post and she'll make more than she makes in the year on Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Wow. Did she get a piece of it? How did she get paid? I'm gonna actually tell you something.
He didn't get that deep.
What I know is that influence is important, and I was just noticing that, like, if you're pretty influential, Todd. Did you know that?
But I don't think I can get people to buy Spanx.
Was she the driving force behind Spanx?
Yes.
She has her own brand. It's called Skims.
And
yes.
And they're very, very good.
Well, she bit the Spanx and upgraded it.
Oh yeah. At first she called it kimono, and the Asian people went crazy.
And
that won't
work. She took a poll online for her customers, and they said no, we don't like it, so she changed it.
You know what I think?
But it's great. It's breathable. Access when you go to the bathroom, and it doesn't flatten your butt. It's great. The material's soft.
There you go.
You know something that she did not have to face in that interview?
What?
Her working with Trump and how that makes people feel.
No.
She didn't answer it.
That came up.
She didn't answer it.
That came up.
She didn't. If she was black, they would have made her answer. They would have put her back against the wall and made her an example.
Either way. What she said though.
See how we dismissed that so easy.
No, because Ruthie said her say, but
Allison here.
I hear it. But what she said, she did say something. He did ask her about it, and what she said was she was happy to be able to work in the administration. Or that was her plan to help people get out of prison. Which I was like, hey, you know what? I can respect that. You are looking at
why did he ask
what
her?
can I do?
Why is your husband splitting the black vote? None of those questions. Come on now. That
No,
was a softball interview.
No, what you do is you get him on and you ask him that question.
She should have had to answer those questions. If she was
No,
black,
she didn't.
If she was black, she would have had to answer, how is your husband running for the leader of the free world? You're working with the current leader of the free world. Who are you going to vote for?
I would argue.
No, he did ask her who she was going to vote for.
And what did she say?
Nothing.
Exactly.
I would argue
that's because it was none of his business, to be honest with you.
Actually, though, I would argue Ruthie's point.
I'm sure you would.
But I would argue having
Me and the
experienced
president are wearing red today.
No, but having experienced that in real life, and my wife having to answer for what I do, and like white folks putting her back against the wall all the time, and whether it's passively or
I've been in that same position. I had to answer for what my father did.
Okay, no, but I'm just saying. Like,
but I say, go ask John Stroger, just like she should have said if he'd asked him.
You know, it's funny that you say that because it's like everybody is very cavalier with everybody else's career, right? Like I don't necessarily. I'm
not talking about you. I was talking about me. You heard what I said?
No. So I was.
It was John Stroger.
I got you. But what I am suggesting is what Ruthie is saying, and I don't think we have to be dismissive. We are held to a different standard. Just like
I'm not
somebody.
being dismissive.
But
she interrupted me. She didn't wait to get around to her yet.
I actually waited both of y'all out and then said I just agreed with Ruthie and said that I think that's true. I think that if she would have been black, she would have had to answer her question, or she would have paid a price politically, whether passively or aggressively. And I don't think there's a debate to that. I mean, I don't
know. I don't know. I mean,
you just said you went through the same thing.
Yeah, but if a frog had a pocket, he would
have a backpack. You know what, man?
He'd have a pick.
I'm
have a pick back there, not a gun.
You know what? This is gonna really go to another point today.
Oh.
about, and we're gonna say what's up to everybody else, but it's gonna go to another point. Did you see Alderman, 42nd Ward Alderman and Democratic Committeeman Brendan Riley not only wrote $1,000 check to Pat O'Brien against the Democratic nominee Kim Foxx, but actually sent out an email. And it's funny to me. Because I was gonna say it's so interesting how we will make excuses for white folks all day for their treachery and be like, but it's okay. Even we're gonna talk about this later because that what you just did was exactly.
You living on both sides of the fence right now.
I'm not living on both sides of the fence.
Yes, you are. You always jumping up saying people doing this for Trump and Trump let out this person, and now you're like, well, why didn't she do this? So you living on both sides.
I didn't have anything to say about Kim Kardashian. I don't know what you're talking about. What are you talking about both sides? That was you and Ruthie talking about Kim
You
Kardashian.
said she had to say something and that she'd been white.
I did not.
Black.
I said
Is she white?
This
I mean, that's a question.
She is
Or is
Armenian.
she a person of
you know,
color?
But look, but on Wisdom Spirit Day, we got to protect the white people and denigrate the black people. It's crazy. They got us so good. Look, this is the Maze Jackson show.
Denigrated?
Hey, yo,
Kanye?
Todd Stroger is in the building. We said hello. We gave you the first half of the break. What's up, Ruthie? How you feeling this morning?
I do not want to talk
Ruthie's
about.
wrong.
I do not want to talk about Kim Kardashian first thing in the morning.
How did we bring that up?
That is not what I want to talk about first thing in the morning.
On What's in it for the Black People Day, on What's in it for the Black People Spirit shirt day. What's up to you, Sonia Escobar?
Kim Kardashian has black children.
Hey, y'all.
From Chicago.
So do Donald Trump.
Good morning, Kanye.
So let's just say,
Todd, what you on this morning?
It's the shirt. I'm telling you,
Man,
the shirt.
Yeah, right. It's the shirt.
Hey, y'all, let's do this.
I was surprised that I actually liked her. Because I didn't ever pay attention
Marketing
to her.
genius.
Todd. Never mind.
It's the Maze
You
Jackson.
seen the tape?
What do I care about the tape? That's her life.
Right.
It's the Maze Jackson show. We'll be back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Introducing your trusted source for high-quality black emojis, better known as Blackmoji. We believe black is beautiful, and that beauty should be reflected in the digital market. Now there is an app that does just that, starting with Black Greek letter organizations. Blackmoji D9 offers more than an emoji app. It is a cultural experience of black excellence. Download the app in the Apple or Google Play Store to access a specially curated catalog of emojis representing the Divine Nine. Use the emojis to celebrate Black Greek events, acknowledge current events, support social causes, and learn about esteemed Black Greek members who blaze the trail of Black history. A portion of every subscription goes toward a scholarship fund specifically for members of Black Greek letter organizations to help keep the legacy alive. Download the Blackmoji app today.
Biggest threat to Illinois citizens from Washington is health care costs and policies. Senior citizens have their Social Security reduced from Medicaid, and some of our senior citizens live off $3 a week for food allowance. Working families are facing bankruptcy over policy and limit and cost. Drug prices require decision between food and Medicaid. I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. Vote for me and send me to Washington. God bless.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
WIFTBPM.
I think that the black community is starting to realize the mayor may not necessarily be an ally just because she is black.
Live from What's in It for the Black Media Studio.
Our representatives don't necessarily get a pass just because they're black. We've got a challenge in the black part of Chicago of holding black politicians accountable.
You're listening to The Maze Jackson Show.
This is Chicago, so I understand the Chicago way. I ask every day what's in it for the black people.
With Maze Jackson.
Come on, y'all.
don't know that, Negro.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host Todd Stroger. I'm gonna run through some of these headlines. It is Spirit Week, y'all.
Spirit Week.
It is Spirit Week, and once again, we won yesterday. Shout out to we won. First of all, we won Business Day. Then we won College Day.
Again.
Now here we sit
Winning is
with the What's in it for the Black People Day, and we are all dressed to the T's and What's in it for the Black People. I even got a What's in it for the Black People jacket. Now, if I have to go get my sweatshirt, then I can actually put everything to rest. Shout out to Todd and his red and white. Shout out to Ruthie, who is rocking the bootleg shirt. I'm going to find the video. So one day I was watching the Bud Billiken Day Parade, and I saw the camera did a close-up on the shot of this shirt, and I looked at it, and it said, "What's in it for the Black people?" And I was like, somebody bootlegged our shirt.
So where you find it at?
At the what's my man Maurice? What's his name over at Swift Mansion? They've been knocking off our shirts, so we had to trademark. So I finally took the word. I finally did it. We finally copyrighted it. So
good. I can tell the quality on this is a little.
It's a little light.
It's cute though.
So you gonna sell their shirts for them?
You confiscated them. They're your shirts.
No, they still knocking them.
Are they?
They just gonna get the whole.
Ooh, the FBI and the U.S. Marshals gonna jump in there with the sheriff.
These the ones they sell on 87th and Dan Ryan.
You know they used to. What's fun? Man, I'm gonna tell you, I got my African medallion. I found they had a dope African medallion in there. I got one from 87. I bought the bubble machine
from right there.
I bought a bubble machine, and I used to buy chews until my teeth got done. Also, Windy City Live. City So Real Countdown is tomorrow. Is the big day. All the episodes. But also today I'll be on Windy City Live, so y'all make sure y'all check me out today.
What time is that?
1 o'clock. 1 o'clock
p.m.
Oh. The baby was found that we were worried about yesterday with the babysitter. Apparently the baby was never in the car. The baby was apparently the mom raised the issue because she wanted the police to take finding the car more seriously.
Really?
Wow. Okay. So I'm gonna move on to the story of the two sisters. Did you see the story of the two sisters out west who beat up the security guard for asking they wear a mask? And it was bad.
Somebody
they stabbed him 27 times. Stabbed him 27 times because he asked them to wear. And they basically, when he said they got on the phone, was like, "We finna get somebody come up here and kick your butt." He grabbed the phone because he didn't want nobody come up there and kick his butt.
Right.
And so one of them grabbed him by the hair, and the other one pulled out a knife comb and a comb knife and stabbed him 27 times.
That's probably attempted murder. What do you think? 27 times is like,
it's crazy.
Could be self-defense though. If he did grab that phone.
27 times is murder. No, the phone is not assault. I'm almost sure. I'm no lawyer or judge.
I don't know. If he said, "I'm finna call my people to come up here on you," you just never know what. Allegedly, we never know what.
Right,
happened.
alleged.
No, we don't know what happened.
We know he
Y'all
got
think
stabbed
these was
27
black
times.
people?
What we do know is he got stabbed 27 times.
I knew that was black when you said that little comb thing.
And they grabbed the girl. One of the sisters grabbed him by the hair, and the other one.
He must have had
jacked
locks.
him.
He had locks.
I don't know what he was, but he was 6'5", 200 and something pounds, and two sisters whooped his. I don't know. That was crazy. How about this one? Did you see that the mayor, the governor has a sneaky habit of undercutting the mayor? You notice that with this COVID stuff? Remember the last time she tried to say schools was going to be open and then he closed them?
Mm-hmm.
Remember? This time she said they were going to keep some of the restaurants open. Inside he said, nope, that's a wrap.
I don't call him undercutting her. What she should realize is that the city, this is the problem with being the mayor of the city, is the city's actually part of the state.
I told y'all last week Chicago is Illinois. I told y'all said no.
Well, apparently until she found out yesterday that it's not.
Right.
And then she said she's going to go talk to the governor.
But she should have done that first, especially with all the COVID stuff, because this is all public health.
It's her world, bro.
Man, do JB got a house in Chicago in the city somewhere?
Yes, he does.
Okay, then. Mayor Lightfoot got to do what she got to do.
Both of them, Mayor Lightfoot.
I missed what that meant.
I think you're in reverse though. Mayor Lightfoot wanted the city to stay open.
Yes.
The governor closed it.
I feel like Mayor Lightfoot has to focus on the city.
She does.
And so
she learned, but she has to figure out, this is what you got to do. You got to worry about what she did, what she allowed herself to do is be pushed. See, first of all, I think the mayor is still a Republican at heart.
Right.
She's a Republican at heart, and realistically, she wants the city to stay open too.
So's Ruthie. You know, she lived below I-80.
She wants the city to stay open because she's realized she's bleeding, and this is all going to come back to her.
Oh, right.
And so she's trying to figure out a way. Plus, you got the pressure of all the restaurants. And now, if they close again, bro, like, realistically, a lot of people are just not coming back. Then you find out that nobody wants to build any more office space. So now you got all of this tsunami of stuff happening, and this is a perfect time. I'm gonna tell you, if I was the governor, I would be like, this is the time for him to really murder all competition in the state. Like, if I was him, I would murder all my competition in the state, and I'll tell y'all how I would do it a little bit later. Highest weed prices in the country, which means that they're getting the richest quickest, and we ain't got nothing, Nathan. And you know
what I'm tired of? Let me say something.
I mean, wait, but hold on. $80 for an eighth?
To all the street dealers, stop trying to raise y'all prices up to match these Illinois prices. Ain't nobody about to pay that. I've noticed an increase in pricing. I'm like, why is they increasing these? Somebody watching the market and making the street prices a little bit too equivalent to these dispensary prices.
I don't really know.
I don't have the data on that,
cousin.
Ruthie.
I have no opinion on that. I'll be moving.
I'm just saying.
Look,
just keep it at 100.
But speaking of getting high, the fuel is. We're good with the fuel. We can take off now.
Oh, dang, we did take the plane. Let's get the plane all the way up to 60,000 feet, and let's get in speed. Let's fly by Los Angeles. The Dodgers just won the World Series. Nobody paid attention to it.
This was the most boringest baseball World Series.
This was the most boringest baseball, basketball. I am loving football.
I believe you, but I didn't watch the baseball.
Right, I'm loving football. I tapped out after the White Sox and the Cubs. Finally, high school hoops on hold as well, to the detriment of all of the young hoopers that are out there who are probably confused as heck because they just saw the Big Ten launch football in the midst of the COVID. Man, it's hard explaining to kids when they got Google. You can't lie to them, man. I tried to lie to my son all the time. I was like, the stork. He was like, that ain't what Google said. Look, y'all, this is the Maze Jackson Show. When we come back, I want to talk about COVID-19. Let's open up the phone lines. I want to check on y'all. Like, I want to just do a COVID check. They say that suicides are up, alcoholism, drug abuse. People are worried. I want to know, how are you? Like, how are you doing in COVID-19, 20, and it looks like 21, personally, physically? You gain weight, lose weight. I lost weight.
You did?
Yeah, man. I could actually see 3 of my 6. Personally, how are you doing? What about spiritually? You know what I'm saying? You haven't been in fellowship. Have you been to church? What's been going on? What's your community? Have you gotten closer to God? Have you said, God, why hast thou forsaken me?
I say namaste.
Well, how are you feeling mentally? And finally, financially, right? Like, how is your financial health? Have you shifted your economic base? Have you adapted to this new economy, or are you out here still swimming upstream? I'm noticing that there's less cars on the streets again. Like, significantly less.
That's because they parked them in the garage because they got that ticket enforcement back up.
I'm talking about driving, though. Let's do a COVID check. So let's open up the phone lines. Winter's coming.
Yeah,
you okay?
Coming.
Yeah.
It's here?
It was 29 last night, I think.
Was it 29?
It was supposed to be at least. It was at least 32.
Yeah, we got to broadcast one day from Jamaica. Well, look, what can we quarantine? Can we quarantine in Jamaica?
I believe we can make that happen.
Actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, when we come back, like, maybe we could get us like a, we could go to Jamaica, broadcast from there for a week.
Come back to an Airbnb. You know, everybody got their own wing of the Airbnb. Right? Bathroom.
Yeah, and you got your own, and we could be straight. Cause I'm telling you, I'm actually going a little stir crazy.
Yeah.
I need to get out of here. Like, I really, usually I'm up out of here at least. This is getting close to my time to go. For real, for real. I haven't had any time off.
I'm with you. I vacation every year.
Me too. Where you go?
I've been trying to go internationally. I've been doing good for the past 4 years.
I mean, so you got stamps. We're gonna talk about it when we come back. It's the Maze Jackson Show.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Willie Wilson. People in Illinois have been crying out for justice, equality, and fairness from their government for years. And it keeps getting worse. Unfair taxes, laws that unjustly imprison nonviolent offenders. The rich get richer, and the everyday people suffer. It's time for a change, and with your help, I'm here to do it. I'm asking for your support as I run for U.S. Senator in 2020.
Paid for by Willie Wilson for Senate 2020.
Are you curious to explore the intellectual currents that channel our thoughts and frame our reality? Have you ever meditated for relaxation and accidentally discovered the universe in the process? These matters and many more you may never have even thought of will be yours to explore as you come with me into Waukegan's world. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 1, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
Call in and say it with your chest. 872-259-7474. That's 872-259-7474. Give us a call and say it with your chest. 872-259-7474. It's time for the social media question of the day.
You are listening to the Maze Jackson Show. I'm your host, Maze Jackson. Got my co-host, Todd Stroger, Miss Ruthie Moore, Sonia Escobar. Did you line up them phone lines?
Yes, they are ready.
All right, so let's open up the phone lines. 872-259-7474. 872-259-7474. I was thinking about vacation. Now, I know that I don't want to sound any kind of way. I don't want you to take it any kind of way. But I was really thinking about vacation and how much I need one. I think that oftentimes this thing that we do wears heavily upon me. And so every once in a while, I got to stop, turn off the phone, turn off the stuff, and get away and check out and believe that there was an opportunity for me to reset. I think COVID-19 for me has 19, 20, and what looks like 21 has exacerbated what I feel like I already know. That they got us bogus out here. Mm. And I will be honest. COVID-19 has 19, 20, and soon to be 21 has been essentially, quite frankly, business-wise, it's turning out to be a good thing. I think crisis forces innovation, and I believe that we are at the forefront of innovation right now. There is a new way of doing, being, and existing in this world, and I think we are right now exploring it. And I think we, here in Chicago, What's in it for the Black People Media, are at the tip of it. That stated, I haven't really seen my friends. Right? I really haven't fellowshipped. I love my wife, right? Love her to death. I love my kids. Got a grandkid. Can't really go do all the things that you're supposed to be able to do. I got holidays coming up, right? Imagine you got so much going on right now, and it is starting to wear on me. So I was going to ask, how are you doing? Give us a call, 872-259-7474, because you're not in it by yourself. And I don't think everything is all woe is me, because I do think that what I have done is use this time to collect my thoughts and take my thoughts from thoughts to action. But I am also like, I got to get on the plane. I got to go. And it's funny to me because I'm seeing so many people who I know who have, even for all of the seriousness of COVID-19, 20 and 21, I see them dipping off to go take a little vacation to Mexico or going somewhere to get to, because people are saying they got to just get away. Not everybody has that luxury. But how is this impacting you? Again, personally, physically, y'all, I'm eating a little bit less, right? Spiritually, man, Joel Osteen is really kicking in. No, I'm just joking. Honestly, with everything we've been having going on, I haven't even really had the time to check in with Joel Osteen because I've been so busy trying to be here.
You would come out better watching Sing Station.
Sing Station, right?
I'll be like it.
You want me to tell you what Joel will tell you? Go make some money, Maze.
And guess what? I'll be like, let's do it.
I still ain't forgot Joel and how he did them people during the hurricane.
That's why I love
let
you.
them in the church. I want to put it out there.
I ain't forgot neither.
Joe with his little joke.
I ain't forgot.
He had a joke?
You know, he always do like a little anecdote or joke.
Because she be watching too. He be like, we like to start with I like to start with a little something fun, with a little humor today. There were 3 people in the church, and I fell asleep on the front. He was like, and he started preaching loud. No, okay. Anyway. Mentally, I think I need a mental health day. I need a mental health week. Like
you do.
I need to see. I feel like there's so many things right now that I miss about real life that I didn't appreciate. I do.
Like what? Just being able just to kind of go out freely.
I mean, I miss my friends. Like I miss I miss football season and knowing that at least one day we gonna all get together and have a Bears game and barbecue and cook and eat and drink and talk stuff, and I'm gonna be like, I gotta go to bed, and they're gonna say, just have one more. Weddings. I don't miss weddings. I love weddings. Good God. I'd be like, how much? Why the hell do I gotta be like, how much is this one gonna cost me? I'd be like, they be like, you gotta pay for your plate. I'd be looking at like, man, nobody, how much does a piece of dried chicken cost? Now I'm gonna tell you
minimum $50.
You know what see,
What do you mean you gotta pay for your plate?
Wedding cash gifts, right? I say minimum start off at $50 if you're gonna put it in the envelope. What's y'all bottom? Like $200, $300?
No, I figure $100 is good for anybody.
Oh, you rich.
Mine. I would say
rich.
And I would
you
say
my friend though.
I would say like if we go, I'm gonna put 100.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm forced to go, I'm gonna put 100 in there.
Right.
If it's somebody that I know, I'm gonna probably put probably put 2. Right. I know what it's like to open that envelope and be like, yeah. Right. So if it's somebody that I care about, that's probably what I do. But
nobody who hasn't been family has been married that I know in a long time.
So I don't. But I miss. I miss the What's in It for the Black People means. I miss the What's in It for the Black People cookout that we were supposed to have. I miss shopping. Like not shopping. You know what? I thought we already took off.
No, we didn't.
No,
we still on the ground.
Oh, we still on the we didn't take off? Yes, we did.
We ain't make it through customs talking about them drugs
Oh,
early in the morning.
let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
The Maze Jackson Show will be back after this break.
He is joining Chicago famous Mr. Rick Party.
I remember meeting the Brat before she was big. We were going to Jack the Rapper conference in Atlanta.
Jack the Rapper again.
So she's sitting, waiting for a plane. She got her braids in her hair, got her overalls on, and she saw me walk up to the gate. She's like, Rick's Party, oh my God! She's doing all of that. I said, well, who are you? She goes, I'm the Brat. I'm a new rapper from the, I live on the West Side. I'm with So Def. I'm about to meet Jermaine Dupri. I did some on Chris Cross's song. I think it was the Bomb or something like that? Or
Right.
Yeah. She did some on there. So that was my introduction to her. So she would come back to my show every now and then and help me introduce the Coke Top 99. I remember we played a home jam and had people judge her song, right? And some people like, it's all right, it's okay. And she's like, yo,
Wow.
Straight West Side, man. It was crazy.
Straight West Side.
Yeah, so.
Chicago famous, 3 to 6, Monday through Friday, right here on What's in It for the Black People Media.
The Chicago Legal Network is the collaboration of attorneys that concentrate in many areas of the law most needed in Chicago neighborhoods. The CLN lawyers focus on personal injury, criminal defense, and other issues. The CLN lawyers all average over 20 years of legal experience and are dedicated to helping the Chicago community. The Chicago Legal Network is committed to developing black lawyers through mentorship and co-representation. So if you were injured in a car accident, slip and fall, or injured on the job, or you need assistance with criminal defense, including driving violations and DUI, check out ChicagoLegalNetwork.com for more information or call 773-912-3545. 773-912-3545.
It's time for the social media question of the day.
WIFT. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. What's in it for the black people? What's in it? What's in it for the black people? I'm in it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
AM 1570 WBGX Harvey, Chicago.
What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. What's in it for the black people? Let's hear it. What's in it for the black people? Don't fear it. For the black people. 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 What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. What's in it for the black people? You know it. What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black people.
Call in and say it with your chest. 872-259-7474. That's 872-259-7474. Give us a call and say it with your chest. 872-259-7474.
What's in it for the black people? Let's show it. For the black people. 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 For the black